Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Cool Creations, and today I am doing a what's left of the kit as well as the layout share. So I did use some stuff. I didn't use a ton, but I did use a lot. Um, all of those specialty papers except for this little bit is gone, although I do have some glitter left. I have a little bit of that left and some of this, and that's all my partial papers. So I have blue stripes, I have pink wood greenish paper, I have pink polka dots, I have the blue and foiled flowers. This paper has been in this kit for months and months and months, at least 6 months. I'm going to use it on the next kit. And then I have two purples. I have this teal one, which is still in here, and then I have some mixed media looking papers. I did not use the musical notes, nor did I use the polka dots or the music sheets, which I think, now that I'm looking at it, I could do a layout just of like with these 3 papers, and I'll probably still end up with a whole paper left. And then this funky one. So I do still have a bunch of 12 by 12s left, but not as many as I anticipated. I thought I would have a lot more left. But I managed to do quite a few layouts. So this is what's left of the paper. It will go into rotation and I will end up making the new kit. I have a ton of stickers still left, of course, because it doesn't matter how many I use, I still have the same amount left. So yeah, I did use up a bunch of this though. I had 3 sheets, now I'm down to 2. So I'm super happy about that. I got some of these used, but not a ton. And I did manage to use a lot of the green out of this one. I've got still, I don't even think I touched this. I pulled a couple hearts off this one. This I didn't touch at all. Also, I didn't touch this. This is still unopened, and I did not touch either of these. So there's a bunch of stuff in here that I didn't touch, which means it's rolling over into the next kit. I still have this one. I have to like really sit down and think about what I'm going to use off of here, but I do have, I did use some of the stickers that were in here. There's a couple that I could use, like Hardworking, Mr. Fix-It, Love My Guy, Best Buds. I could use those. Funny, Hero, Honest, I can use those. But every time I look at it, I just see this, and so it throws me off. And so I haven't touched it except for those few stickers that I did use. This one I am getting down to the last bits. I will use it up. That is my goal. This one is almost gone. I tried really hard to use the lips on the kissy photo that I had this month, and they were just too big. They were the wrong size. If they were smaller, it would have been perfect. But yeah, there's still lots I can use off of this one. And then this I didn't touch either. I am slowly working my way through it, and I have another one of it. So I have a feeling this kit and the next kit are going to look very similar. I might take some of this other stuff out. But yeah, this is what's left. So basically everything that I put into it. I used up a ton of the fringe strips. I only have the big blue ones left. And then, of course, I did not use this up, but I did use the 49 and Market rub-ons. And then I just have a little piece of washi paper left. I didn't do any create photos, like photos of me creating, so I didn't get to use this. And I still have, you know, these Vicky Booten stickers, and I did use a bunch of these things up, so that was good. We're getting down. But, you know, labels and little word phrases and stuff like that. I really like sticking these in little places and creating little clusters with them. So they will get used up. It's just going to take a while. I do love them though. They're so much fun. I love Vicky Booten. She's one of my favorite paper designers, or I should say collection designers. And I still have, so I had 2 sheets, but now all I have left is nature and 3 butterflies, and that's $49 in Market. And that's it. That's all I have left. So stay tuned for the layout share. Hello, it's Holly with Ivy Co Creations, and today I am sharing my January layouts. So these are all the layouts that I created for the month of January. I fell a little bit behind, so I only have 13 layouts, and one of them is actually in a frame at my mom's house. So I will just post a photo of the layout that I did. But let's get this show on the road. So for the first layout that I did for the month of January was the 3 pages, 3 prompts, and it required red paper, enamel dots, and triangles. Red paper, enamel dots, and triangles. So I had a lot of fun with this one. And I also used a Scrap a Sketch sketch, and I will post which one I used down in the description box below. I created this for Stamp and Stencil Savvy. I really loved the ombre paper, and I was determined to use it because it had been in my kit for months. And so I used the gorgeous flower stencil because flowers were the January theme for Stamp and Stencil Savvy. So I used the flowers, and I used Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink, and so it gave it this beautiful chalky look on this gorgeous paper. This was created for Mel's Tuesday inspiration, and I just had fun making this. It was a lot of bubble looking things and shimmer and shine, and it was so much fun to create this. This layout was created for 3 pages, 3 prompts, and it is supposed to be a winter layout having embossing on it and 8x8 papers. So these are my 8x8 papers. I embossed all of the little snowflakes. I thought it was like possibly just using the embossed paper because this is embossed and foiled, but I wasn't sure, so I used actual embossing as well. And that was this one. This was Mix It Up Monday, and it was just a lot of fun to create this texture on this layout. It's shiny, it's shimmery. The camera's not focusing very well, but there's like 4 layers on it, and I love the way that it turned out. It's super simplistic looking, but it's a lot of depth and dimension with it as well. This was Tuesday inspiration, the one that I picked, and I love the fun that this layout has on it. It's just, I think I'm gonna frame this and I'm gonna hang it in my craft room here. And I did all the journaling on the back. This one is the rainbow crush plus get in shape. So it was supposed to be turquoise circles. And I love the holographic shiny paper. It's great. It does it in real life, not just on the camera, because sometimes stuff will do things on the camera that it doesn't do in real life. But no, it's so much fun. But it does have like a faint green base. So I thought it would be perfect to fit on this page. This is Ironcrafter's challenge layout, and it was to use specialty paper. And I have more of that embossed / foiled vellum, as well as this like glassine bag paper. It's super thin. It's waxed on the back, and then this is a big circle of washi tape. So it actually is the whole thing behind there. But yeah, this was fun. Trying to fit all these fun photos on here, plus all the different colors that were happening. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to create this one. I always have fun doing my layouts. I don't often sit and have trouble with things. I'm not a set it and leave it and come back with fresh eyes. I don't do that. Things just fall on the page, and that's how they stay on the page. And I found that that gets me through things a lot quicker and with way less stress. Like, I don't stress about things as much when I'm just like, oh, it's stuck there now, let's work around it. And it's made me be a more dynamic scrapper, which I really appreciate. So this is the next 3 pages, 3 prompts, and it was monochromatic blue, twine, and mixed media. So I have blue, obviously. I have twine here, and then this circle has the mixed media look to it. And I do love these little pocket pages. So I also combine it with Mad About mini paper pads, because I'm using all the mini little 3x4 cards that I had for this layout. And I love using pocket pages to put in, you know, things that don't necessarily belong on a 12x12 or go on a 12x12, right? These were all different little moments in the larger 2-week event. So, like a picture of a dragonfly. I wouldn't necessarily do a 12x12 layout for this, but I do love that photo of the dragonfly, right? So that's that one. This was Stretch the Sketch, and since it was more the same, it's just this one is hers and this one is his, I did the Stretch the Sketch, and I kind of, instead of just an 8.5 by 11, it became mini, like little pockets. This one likes to fall out a lot, so I really had a bit of a fuss with this one, trying to get the layers working right and still make it fit, because some of these are super thick, and I try to keep them flat, but you know, that's flair on there. That is quite a thick chunk in there, but I still love the way that it turned out. And I got all the photos in here. Again, more photos just of random moments in a larger event like this. I love this picture, but I'm not going to do a 12x12 for that photo. I was in the bathroom going pee, and of course there's a baby hand trying to get to me. Mama! Mama! What are you doing? Because you can't do anything by yourself if you have children. This was a layout that I kind of fell behind on. So it is Jen's Tuesday Inspiration. She had a bingo card, and I also used the Rediscover Your Stash challenge that I created for the 20th to do this. The challenge was you have to use the shapes to create the background and then also cut your photos out of the same shapes. So I thought that was a lot of fun. And then I also combined it with the Layout Library's winter layout or winter prompt. So it's a very freezing season. But yeah, I love this one because the bingo card had contrasting colors, glitter, shiny things, sequins, and a couple other things that I can't remember, but they're all on here. I did not get a straight across or a diagonal bingo, but I did get a ton of boxes checked. And then lastly, well, not lastly, I did do more layouts, but for January, this is Tuesday inspiration. This was Linda's inspiration. Is very yellow, beige, brown with a bit of green. And so this was the yellow paper that I had in my kit, and that is what I used. And it's this cute little photo of him up a tree. So I really had so much fun doing these this month. The last one that I did was the off the board layout, and that was for Wednesday. So I really enjoyed doing that. Please don't forget to check out the description box below for everyone who's playing along with How to Kill a Kit with Style, and give love to all the wonderful creators here on YouTube and Instagram. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, let me know and I'll be sure to get back to you. And thank you so much for spending your time with me today.